What up, all my fight fans? We had ourselves a fight this past Saturday. We had ourselves Artur Beterbiev taking on Callum Smith for the lightweight championship. Excuse me, light heavyweight championship of the world. I mean, Artur Beterbiev just pretty much looked like the Terminator. Everything that Callum Smith was throwing, Artur Beterbiev was pretty much eating, and he just kept walking forward and forward and forward. It was not even a contest. It wasn't even a fight. It was a complete slaughter. You know, Artur Beterbiev is just a beast. He is literally our boxing's Terminator for sure, because you know you just can't stop that guy, and you can't stop his power. You know, even in the opening rounds, you saw Callum Smith utilize his reach, utilize his height, but he just couldn't do it. He couldn't handle that power, the power shots and the power jabs and the power straights and whatever, the hooks, everything that Beterbiev was throwing. It was hurting Callum. It was really, really hurting him until finally in the ending, it pretty much buckled and he just could not handle it no more. And then his corner stops the fight. You know, a lot of people gave Callum a really good chance. I felt like he could have had a really good chance for sure, because he is a more superior boxer and he does have some really good height and really good skills and a really good reach to, you know, really have a chance against Beterbiev. But none of that mattered. None of that mattered, and I felt like Beterbiev didn't knew it as well and just completely dominated him for sure. It's very unfortunate, but at the end of the day, Beterbiev is a champion for a reason. So moving on, guys. What do we see Beterbiev in his future? Well, we all wanted that fight, and hopefully it does come into fruition with him against Dmitry Bivol for the unified, the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. You got Dmitry Bivol, who does have one of the belts, and you got Beterbiev, who has, I believe, 3 of the belts. 3 of them. So it definitely will be a fun fight for the unified championship of the world. They're talking about possibly doing this in Saudi Arabia. Not too sure 100% on, you know, if that's going to come into fruition, but it is definitely something we really want to see for sure. It is really, really, really something. You know, we know that Canelo Alvarez still wants to fight Dmitry Bivol for that light heavyweight championship of the world. I personally don't feel like he should. You know, it's just Canelo Alvarez isn't. It's not saying he's at that level. He's definitely always at that level. He's always on the top of the mountain for sure. But there's different levels in different weight divisions. You know, sometimes these guys are just so strong and so big that your power that you think you have at 160 and 168 doesn't necessarily carry to that 175, and you can't hurt these guys. You can do some points, but at some point, you know, these guys are not going to care what kind of shots you're throwing at them, and they're just going to keep coming forward and dominating you, which is what Dmitry Bivol did to Canelo Alvarez. And I feel like Artur Beterbiev would actually do worse to Canelo Alvarez. These guys are big, big boys. So I really feel like Canelo Alvarez should stay away from the light heavyweight division for sure, and let Dmitry Bivol and Beterbiev take on each other for the undisputed championship of the world. You know, there's other fights out there that could potentially be made, but I don't think there's any fight out there that could be bigger than this one. And I honestly feel like if I were to pick a winner now, I would still go with Beterbiev, because, you know, Dmitry Bivol, he hasn't shown me too much as far as what he can do with his power. You know, and the reason why I brought up Canelo Alvarez earlier was because of the fact that, you know, he couldn't even stop somebody that was 168 pounds. Now, Canelo Alvarez has a legendary chin and can withstand a lot of punishment, but still, at the end of the day, he still was the smaller fighter. So I feel like Beterbiev, I feel like he has much more power, and even though Bivol has really good boxing skills and has a really great jab, I feel like none of that's really going to affect Beterbiev, and he's going to just do what he was able to do to Callum Smith, to Bivol. Maybe it will be a little bit more competitive. Maybe it will be a little bit more back and forth. But I still feel like Beterbiev will get the better of Bivol. That's my early prediction right now, guys. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win in that fight if that fight does transpire? Beterbiev or Bivol? Let me know in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.